Gemini, friends of mine, hello, how you doing? Welcome in. For my subscribers, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday so far. This reading is for Gemini, of course. It's a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest to the universe, okay? We all have different timelines and we're all have different lives and stuff, so please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. Okay, I do private readings. My information is down below. All right, so I embody my spirits. They're always with me. I speak to them through my pendant here, amulet, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I can channel in on them, but they're always around. Okay, so I can speak to them direct. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. They're going to pick out the first several cards, and then I will follow it up with tarot to see what messages they have for you. Okay. All right, so I do have telekinesis. Let me give you an example of that. I hurt my finger, my nail, whatever, so I've been wearing this to protect it, in case you're wondering. But anyway, let's see. I can, being that I'm a healer, my hands have energy that come out of them. So I won't move the bell, but I'll move the clapper with my hand, with my fingers. Okay, and I also can move it with my mind. They say that this doesn't exist, that telekinesis, but it does. Here we go. Okay. Whew, all right, so let's get this reading started. My beautiful Gemini. Let's see. This can be past, present, or future energies. Okay. Right now, what crowns you right now? What crowns you right now, Gemini? This is what's coming in through source right now is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody around you is a wolf in sheep's clothing. All right, beware of this person. This is what's around you right now. Okay, this is what crowns you. This is what source is telling you. Beware of this person. Got a wolf in sheep's clothing around you. Okay, and your intuition, your third eye says right here is saying photo proof. You know, you're getting evidence of it. You know, you need evidence. Okay, whoever this sheep's and this wolf in sheep's clothing is, you're trying to gather evidence about it, photo proof. Like, you know, seeing is believing or whatever. You kind of have this intuition, but you need more info, more, you know, evidence about it. Maybe you need photo proof of something. Maybe you're getting photo proof. Intuition is telling you. For some of you, maybe you have a private investigator coming in. That's just a side message. What's your communication? What's the communication for Gemini spirit? What are they saying? Right now, you wants you back. Somebody's saying that they want you back. This can be you or them, wherever, but wants you back. Okay? This can be you or them. Somebody lives in the mountains, and I'm getting the beach. Either you live by the near the mountains, or I want to say Colorado, Montana is what I'm hearing right now. Somewhere over there. I just heard Arizona. Okay. Travel. All right. In your heart, you want to travel right now. Your heart chakra, you might be going to travel, coming back for traveling, making plans to go travel right now. Maybe you might be traveling for business. Looks like, to a tropical island. Might be for business. Might be for pleasure. I'm not sure. But for some of you, you're going for business here. I'm hearing a doctor of some sort, maybe. Right here, your solar plex right now, ego. So somebody's, hurt, ego is getting in the way of this relationship, etc. All right, somebody's got some kind of ego going on here. Your love life right now, your sacred chakra is saying, I'm going to follow this all up with the tarot, okay? So, running. For some of you, you're running away, or you want to run, or for some of you, you're joggers, okay? For some of you, you're joggers. But for some, you're running away, or somebody's running away from you or something, or you're running away, or you want to run away from this relationship. And this can be running and running from your community, this can, running from, I don't know, maybe the weather or something like that. I just heard too. Weather, something to do with weather. Dirt digging. This is what grounds you. People looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. Okay, people looking for dirt. This is what grounds you. The dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. You can be, digging dirt for somebody. Getting that proof evidence, getting evidence on something. Okay, or somebody getting evidence on you. But there's definitely some kind of digging going on here, or somebody trying to be nosy about something. Okay. That's what the T is. And then look, there's a dirty offer that you don't see coming. All right? A dirty offer that you don't see coming. Somebody can be crying over you because they got caught in a love triangle, talking shit. All right? But there's a dirty offer coming in. An offer, look, it just came an offer. For sure, an offer is coming in and it might be dirty. So watch out for a dirty offer that you don't see coming. That comes out of the blue. Okay? Let's see what the tarot says here. Gemini. You're going to tell me for Gemini, Spirit. What is this about with the wolf in sheep's clothing? What's this wolf in sheep's clothing? Got it, that fly. It's you planning ahead, that's what it is. Looking forward, Two of Wands. Two of Wands, anticipation. This is decisions, discovering, overseas travel. This can be somebody who's, a wolf in sheep's clothing who's kind of far away from you, or by the mountains. What is it? Mountains again. Okay, so this can be something that you're planning. You're planning ahead. You're making a decision here. You're expecting something. You're discovering something. Making a decision. Okay, you're making a decision. You can be dealing with an Aries or a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo. But yeah, wolves in sheep clothing, and you're planning ahead. Yeah, this is you planning ahead, anticipating something here. Yeah, the world. The world. Fulfillment, complete, harmony, completion of something. Okay, you completed something here, or you want to complete something overseas, or you're planning something to complete a celebration. You're planning on a celebration, maybe. Planning to close a chapter out. Planning on travel. Again, with the traveling. And this is a King of Cups in reverse. And this is, this is the person who wants you back. And this is a person who's very nasty, untrustworthy, manipulative, a narcissist. Okay, somebody who's unproductive, who's nasty, and Two of Swords. You're trying to a stalemate, a difficult decision. Maybe you're having a difficult decision on traveling or going somewhere, coming to a crossroads on something here. Yeah, but you want to move forward. Ace of Wands. You want to move forward with something. There's a new opportunity of some sort. Maybe you guys are traveling or going somewhere to complete something. Maybe you're trying to get away from this person, this unworthy, this sheep's and this wolf. And I want to keep on saying sheep. Reverse, wolf in sheep's clothing. This person's a wolf in sheep's clothing. There it is. But he wants you back. He might be, spying on you or something, but there's something to do with travel here. Maybe you're stuck on choices, a difficult decision on traveling somewhere, but breakthrough of some sort. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, a new opportunity. Somebody's hurt about it. Somebody's probably hurt about you wanting to start something new or leave or travel or something. Yeah, the Lovers. Okay, right in the love position here. So this is a partnership. Again, I feel like you might, for some of you, this is a new opportunity. Maybe you're going somewhere to be with this person who is overseas, and you're having a hard decision here. Or for some of you, you can be running away from this person, this partnership, this connection, this love. All right, negative mindset here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is feeling powerless. You're trapped, like being in a mental prison, the negative mindset, restricted. There's a dilemma. You're restricted over something, but, this is that dirt digging under. This is what grounds you. I feel like, negative mindset. People are, negative, unproductive. This is victim mentality. And this can be that's why you're running away from this person. Well, this person can make you feel like this, or powerless. Person who's trying to, dig some dirt on you, or maybe you're just, somebody's negative here about somebody. Let me see what the twin. This is another deck here. Let me see what it says. What's this? Wolves in sheep clothing and Two of Wands for Gemini. Let's see what this says here. What's this Two of Wands in sheep clothing? Wolves in sheep clothing. What is this? Two of Wands. The World. Seven of Cups. And it's choices. You have choices. Seven of Cups. You have choices. Lots of options, for some of you. This is options, and for some of you, there's somebody to keep you delusional. That's why you're looking ahead. Well, I feel like this person has you like, in delusional, an illusion. Trying to confuse you, maybe. Maybe you discovered this. This person is just trying to, confuse you or something like that. Or maybe you have lots of options, but I feel with the sheep's and wolf clothing, this person's trying to make you confused or something. King of Cups. Yeah, here's the King of Cups again. Devoted, protective. I feel like somebody here, you're completing this. This person's trying to get evidence, or you're trying to get evidence on this King of Cups here. something to do about this person is strategic. All right, Page of Wands. Again, Aries. This is a message of love of some sort. Yeah, they want you back. This person wants you back. Page of Wands. Discovering. Discovery, free-spirited. Yeah, you might be getting a message from this narcissist, from this manipulative person here. There's going to be a message, and he's going to seem very devoted and loving. But again, with the fantasy, and I feel like they're just, feeding you, trying to confuse you, illusions. All right, Four of Swords. Healing, time alone. You were drawn. I feel like you were drawn from this love. And difficult decisions. You're making difficult decisions. You're stuck in the middle of something. Maybe that's why, for some of you, you're traveling alone, or you need to get away, or something like that, or you're anticipating this traveling because maybe you might be bored, or you need time alone. You're withdrawing from something here, someone. All right, look, the Fool, again with the Aries or the fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, a new love, a new world of possibilities, the Fool. All right, this is taking a leap of faith here, spontaneous. Let's go, adventure, spontaneous, the Fool, beginning of something here. Night, the dark night of the soul, emptiness, disconnection. All right, this fell under Lovers. And running, I feel like somebody here, is disconnected from their lover. Negative mindset, the whole thing, that they're running away from this connection because they feel empty and disconnected. Maybe you feel like, you're undervalued, or they're taking you for granted or something like that. And you just want to run and start something new and be free and be spontaneous and take a leap of faith of something. All right. Two of Wands. Again, Two of Wands. All right. Two of Wands, anticipation, wanting to do something, waiting, future planning. You need to choose a path here. Okay. You need to choose a path. That's what it is. Gemini. What else do you have to tell me for Gemini? 1747 on the clock. 1947 is significant. 1974 is significant here. The 17th is significant. June 17th. May 22nd is significant here. And I keep on hearing the number 9. Okay? 9. So the number 9 is significant. All right. Truth lives. Truth lives. All right. The truth is going to come out here. You can be 34 years old or 43, but the truth lives. All right. So scarcity mentality. There it is again. 1979, 1997 is significant. But somebody here is, feeling powerless, restricted. This is somebody, this is how somebody thinks. It could be this King of Cups. I feel like you want to complete this, like you want to try to get away, but there's something that's a hard decision here. Yeah, somebody's, it's hard to make a decision on something. You need time to think about it. Somebody here is disconnected. Crash and burn. There it is. That's what this guy is going to be doing. This King of Cups, this narcissist that wants you back. Crash and burn. All right. The 16th is significant. Somebody might be riding a motorcycle here. Okay. Somebody rides a motorcycle. But June 16th is significant. Or the 16th of the month. 1973, significant as well. Intense shadow work. Somebody's doing some deep shadow work here. And the dark night of their souls, for sure. All right. We're drawing from love, trying to heal from something here. Coming to crossroads about something. There's hidden information. But yeah, somebody wants to be alone and they want to travel alone, or somebody's definitely traveling alone or spending time alone. You might be going, it might not, you might be going to a different state again, somewhere with the beach or somewhere with mountains. What's the ego with the ace of wands with the four? Yeah, you want a new beginnings, new opportunity. You're fearless right now. Got a whole new world of possibilities. After you realize that this person is, has a ego the size of New York here, or the size of Texas, should I say, but physical assaults, yeah, they got an ego. This is physical assault. Somebody had got into a physical altercation here. The fifth is significant. I don't know, I just heard a 5-year-old. It's physical assault. This is a motorcycle that's crashed and burned. I mean, maybe somebody got physically hurt here. Okay, it doesn't have to mean that somebody hit you or physical abuse by another person. This could be an accident or some kind of injury or something. But maybe also maybe somebody hurt someone here and that was it. That was the breaking. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, and they're like, okay, I'm out. New world out there for you guys. And this person is doing some, shadow work right now. They're empty. They're disconnected. They feel, they feel bad. They feel in regret. What is this? Come on. Go easy on them, they're saying. You might be settling, okay, with this person. Go easy on them. You might be settling. All right. Easy street. You can be in Louisiana, New Orleans. 1946, 64 is significant. 66 is significant. Let's start out of the soul with the lovers and running. Yeah, you're running from this person. You will win in the end. There it is. You can be 34 years old or 43. Again, that 43 and 34 is significant, those two numbers. But yeah, this is, you will win in the end. If you're running and, with the negative mindset and everything, and you're struggling, and you're healing right now, if this is you, you'll win at the end. Okay? Yeah, opportunity awaits. Okay? Opportunity awaits. You'll win at the end. So don't worry. This is what grounds you. All right? So get out of this feeling hopelessness, feeling powerless and being mentally trapped and restricted, just being yourself. You're negative against yourself here. Having a negative mindset, being a victim of your own mind. So don't, opportunity awaits, they're saying. 47 is significant. 1947. You can be 4 and 7 is significant. Those two numbers. So June 4th, June 7th, June 13th. Okay. Okay. Spirit wants me to don't forget the charms. I don't know. They've been. Today is where they want me to. pick out a charm here. A star. Okay, you can be, wanting to be a star. You can be online. You can be an influencer. You can, something to do with you, becoming a star, or wishing on a star, wishes granted. Okay, you can be Irish. You can be seeing uh cloves everywhere. You can be seeing green cloves, but you can also be Irish descent, of Irish descent. Red hair. I just heard red hair. Pineapple, a pineapple. For some of you, you swingers is what I get. And for some of you, you're very sweet on, inside, but you have a very rough exterior. For some of you, you're very rough exterior. People, always feel that you're rough and you're tough and you're hard to get, but inside you're a sweetheart inside, but you have a rough exterior. Okay, I get blue flowers. I'm getting a blue flower here. For some of you, your favorite color is blue. All right, you might have just received blue flowers, or something to do with your intuition as well. Something to do with your intuition is what I'm getting. And of course, something to do with fall, a palm leaf. All right. Again, I feel like some of you live by a beach or something like that. All right. What else do you have to tell Gemini, Spirit? What else do you have to tell Gemini? The past, truth lives. The past, you looking forward with this, looking forward, getting out of the wolves in sheep's clothing energy here. You're mentally living the past here. You're returning, the return of past lovers or friends, the return of a past situation. Okay. So if this person comes back, just know that they're wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay. But you see clarity. The truth lives here. The truth lives. You see right through all of this. All right. Business. Career moves. This is, you working on your career success. All right. Earning money through work. Again, opportunity awaits. And it might be somebody who's going to, a King of Cups here, who is protective, devoted, emotionally mature adult, a male. Or it can be a woman, but this is somebody who's, protected, devoted, who's emotionally stable, all right? But scarcity mentality is right, above it, so be mindful of that as well. Okay, don't have that, scarcity mindset. This is, you being an entrepreneur working, all right? Look, there's a snake around you. Okay, there's a snake. This is the person who wants you back. This is that manipulative person, okay, who crashed and burned. All in the same, line here. The jealous, envious. This is sacred knowledge. This is time of healing, shedding old skin. Okay, time of healing. But this person's no good. He's manipulative. Yeah, he wants you back. Oh, crash and burn. Okay, crashed and burn. That's too many, Spirit. What's the heart chakra saying right now? What's this travel with the Two of Swords, with the Four of Swords, with the intense shadow work? What does this all mean? Yeah, it's coming in with a dirty offer. Somebody's coming in, this snake, coming in with a dirty offer. Trying to, make it feel like the past is all good or whatever. Meanwhile, yeah, look ahead. Plan on this person coming through too if it hasn't happened yet. Or it could have just happened, or, past, future, present. All right, boredom here. All right, boredom. And this is right next to like the Four of Swords. So, yeah, this is bored of the daily routine, wanting more out of life. This is, your heart chakra. Right above that is the Four of Swords. So, yeah, you're healing, time alone. You're wanting more out of life. You're longing for a change. You're constricted by the circumstances, you know, with this person, feeling negative mindset or something like that. But yeah, this is you being, you doing that intense shadow work right now. Coming to crossroads again, needing to travel. For some of you, you need to travel. You need to go. Some of you, tired of the same old routine. Alien, okay? Alien, feeling alienated in life, feeling like you don't fit in, okay? Dealing with the foreigner, or you might be dealing with the foreigner, or new experiences in life. Yeah, new love, new experience, possibilities right above that, okay? With the Fool. So this is you, feeling like you don't fill in, or you want to, you want a new experience in life. Yeah, that's you. New opportunities with the Ace of Wands, encouragement, and a breakthrough, vitality. This is you being fearless, wanting to do, to this can be the something that just happened to you, like a new experience, like somebody treating you bad. That can be that too. And you wanting better out of life and going, being spontaneous and just taking a leap of faith and being like, I'm out. It's new, a new world of possibilities, a new love, a new thing that's out there for you, but you're like, I don't care, I'm out. I'm going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens, Contracts here. This is can be you, you will win at the end, above that. So important legal matters, agreements between two parties. It's going to be you and your lovers. This can either be that you're running away from your lover and you may be getting a divorce, making something official, or you can be, winning something, a contract, something at the end that you're going to be winning, some kind of contract. And again, it can be with the partner, that you're running from or running to. You can be, getting engaged. It can go either way, you know. But you will win at the end with this contract, whether it be a divorce or running away from a partner or something like that, or running to a partner. But the key, opening doors to a better future. There it is. Opportunity awaits. Right under it, right over it. Access to previous closed doors, finding solutions, access to what was hidden. All right, and Two of Wands right above it. So your future planning. You're planning your future. Okay. You're planning, you're making decisions overseas, you're discovering. That's it. Doors are opening now. Shit, opportunity awaits. That's it. And you might be, digging right now for that opportunity, for that open door, access to what was hidden, finding solutions. So opportunity awaits, period, guys. This is what we're ground to. You have the key now. All right, with contracts. This can be that you just signed a contract here to a house, or to a car, or to something that has a key, could be a motorcycle. Some kind of something that you signed in order to get a key for. And look, what you opening a door. This can be a lease to an apartment. This can be a key to a house, a key to something here, a key to an office, your own office. All right, all right. Let me give you a spirit animal, and I'm gonna wrap up this reading. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and like for future messages from spirit. Okay, Gemini. I will take this one. Squirrel. You can be seeing squirrels. Okay, you could have seen a squirrel today or yesterday. You could have a squirrel. You can be seeing squirrels on TV or wherever in 3D. But it means preparation. This is you preparing, all right, with the Two of Wands. You're preparing something here, guys. You're preparing something. Okay, so it says every little effort you put in now will pave the way for abundance later. So trust your instincts, gather your dreams, and watch your prosperity grow. Okay, watch your prosperity grow. So prepare. All right, so every little effort you put in will pave the way for abundance later. All right, opportunity waits. Doors are opening up for you. Agreements between two parties are coming here. Applications, signatures, whatever it is. All right, so trust your instincts, gather your dreams, and watch your prosperity grow. I love you guys, Gemini, friends of mine. I will see you soon. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean because mean people suck. Okay? Mwah. I love you, Gemini. See you soon. Peace out. All right.